besties, welcome to today's video. We're back with the monthly TBR videos. I'm so happy to be back doing these. I didn't do last month just because I went on holiday and just wanted to read the books that I specifically bought to take with me on holiday. I'm so excited to be back choosing a specific TBR for August. I literally can't even believe that we're in August already. That's crazy. And for this month's TBR choosing, I thought we'd do something a little bit different, something we've never done before, and that's letting a random letter generator choose my TBR. So basically how this is going to work, I have a wheel of every letter in the alphabet and we're just going to spin this and then pick a book where the title starts with that letter. I'm going to do it based on titles instead of authors just because I don't know why, but I feel like we're going to have more choice based on the title. And if we spin a letter that I have no book starting with that title, we're just going to spin again. We're going to do this 8 times because I usually like to put about 8 books on my TBR. That means throughout the month I have some choice because as we know I'm very much a mood reader and the book that I want to read at the time very much depends on the mood I'm in. So I feel like 8 books just gives me enough to choose from depending on what mood I'm in. Also a few books that are kind of on my radar at the minute and I'm really hoping that we're going to get to choose them. But we'll see. I really want to read Bad Blood sometime soon. If not this month, then definitely next month because that's the only book in the Natural series that I haven't read yet and I'm so excited to read it. I actually don't have the physical copy yet because I'm still yet to buy it. And also Daydream by Hannah Grace is coming out this month and that's very much on my radar. But we'll see what letters we spin. Here we have our little letter spinner and let's spin for the first one. Why is it taking so long? What letters are? P. Okay. I'm gonna gather my options for letter P, show you them, and then we'll pick it together. Okay, I think I actually only have 2 options for this. The first one being Powerless by Elsie Silver. This I'm still yet to read. I don't really know what's happened. I haven't read a Chestnut Springs book in so long, but I'm literally still yet to read this. I know I keep saying how excited I am for this book, and it's literally my most anticipated book in the series so far, because I just think I'm going to absolutely love reading more about Jasper and his story. And this is also childhood best friends to lovers, which I really like that trope. I don't know what it is, I've just been putting it off because I'm waiting till I'm in the right mood for it so then I can make the most of it. So we have this as our first option, and then our second option we have Please Stand by Emily Rennie. This one was so kindly sent to me. She's an independent author and I've been really looking forward to reading this because I've seen the reviews on this book and they are so good. They're so good. I just feel like this is going to be different to anything that I've read so far. So that's our second option. I really don't know what I'm more in the mood to read. I feel like I can only really base it off my mood right now because I'm not going to know how I feel throughout the whole month. But right now I think I'd choose Please Stand by Emily Rennie. So we're going to put this one as our first book on our August TBR. One day I'll get to this, I promise, I will. Okay, next letter. I'm going to screen record it and then put it up here so you can see. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? V. I don't think we have any beginning with V. I'm going to respin that one because I actually don't have any starting with V, surprisingly. S. Okay. We must have something beginning with S. I think we actually only have one with S, which works out quite well because I don't have to make any decisions. This is actually a relatively new book on my TBR. It's actually one of the newest ones because I literally picked this up the other day. Never heard anything about it though, and I read the back and I was so intrigued. And that's Somebody I Used to Love by Eve Ainsworth. This just looks so interesting. It's a romance. I think it's second chance romance. It basically follows Will, who is in a car accident and he loses 3 years of his memories, and when he wakes up all he keeps asking for is his childhood sweetheart, but they're not together anymore. She was absolutely heartbroken from how everything ended and she has to decide basically whether she wants to go back to see him or not because he keeps asking for her. So I just feel like that's such an interesting plot and I'm really excited for that. So this is our second book on our TBR. Okay, I kept spinning for letters that we didn't actually have. So I've actually edited our wheel so that it has only letters that I actually have the book titles for, if that makes sense. So we don't have all the letters of the alphabet on here, but we have all the letters that our book titles start with. So let's spin for book 3. What's it gonna be? F. Okay, I think there's only one book on here that begins with F and it scares me. It's a book that scares me, but maybe it's finally time. Oh god, This book intimidates me, it scares me. This is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros and it has so much hype. It has so much hype. I'm so late to reading this. You know when something just has so much hype that you then have high expectations for it? I'm trying to just lower my expectations a bit, go into it a bit blind and hope that it lives up to all the hype that it's got. I can't believe this has made it onto the TBR. I literally can't believe it. But it looks like August is finally the time to be reading this. That scares me. That scares me. Okay, I'm gonna take F out now because I think that was the only book that started with F. Okay, let's spin again for our fourth choice. T. I'm really happy with this one. This is the one that I wanted because I have so many that start with the, and I could have just ignored the and gone for the next letter. But some of the titles don't really make sense without the, and I kind of felt like that was unfair. But this means we have so much choice. So much choice. Too much choice, potentially. We have The Inmate. That's very much a contender. We have The Perfect Wife. We have This Could Be Everything. I think this is like a coming of age type book. We also have The Mother, Things I Wanted to Say. This one terrifies me because of how chunky it is. How many pages even is this? 650 pages. I've also heard really mixed things about this book, so this one kind of scares me. And then on the back here we have Twisted Games, we have The Paris Apartment. What else we have? We have TikTok by Simon Mayo. And we have The Love of My Afterlife, which I've been so looking forward to getting to. I'm going to start narrowing these down. So we're going to say no to this one, just because that is terrifying to me. I'm also going to put back The Mother because I don't know what it is about this one. This just gives me kind of autumn, winter vibes. So I'm going to save this one for more of the autumn months. This one's just not really screaming my name right now, so she's going to go back. So the ones we now have to pick from are The Love of My Afterlife, This Could Be Everything, and The Inmate by Freddie McFadden. Oh, that's so difficult. I feel like I'm leaning more towards maybe one of these two, but I don't know which. I think based on what I've heard about this so far, I'm going to put this one on because I keep seeing so many of you guys saying that you read this and you absolutely loved it and that I need to move it up my TBR. So I think based on that, we're going to go for The Love of My Afterlife. Oh no, my battery is about to die. No, I'm back. I had to put my battery on charge, but we're back. We're 4 books down, we've got 4 books to go. Let's get straight back into it. While my camera battery was charging, I actually went through all the books and made sure that we had every letter on here. There's also a Z on here because I can't get rid of it. I tried to delete it but it just wouldn't let me. So we're going to ignore that. If we get that, we're just going to respin. But everything else, I have a book for that letter on my TBR. So let's spin for number 5. T again. Okay, this is good. This is good. I think based on the videos I think I want to film this month, reading vlogs specifically, I actually think I know the book that I'm going to pick for this, which might be a big surprise. But I'm actually going to put on Twisted Games by Anna Huang. I know, I never thought I'd see the day coming. I have a reading vlog coming that I think I'm going to include this book for. That's the only hint that you're getting for now, but I think it makes sense for me to choose this for T. I really don't want to put this on my TBR, to be honest. Because if you don't know, if you haven't seen me talk about the Twisted series, I read Twisted Love last year and that book's just not for me. I also tried Anna Huang's other series, I think it's called the If Love series, and I really didn't get on with that book either. So I'm very nervous going into this one, but I have heard this one is way better than the first one and people that didn't like the first one did like this one. So that makes me intrigued, but again, I'm very nervous to read this. But we're going to put this one on the TBR, which I can't even believe I'm saying that. Okay, let's spin up for our 6th choice. I really like the sound it makes when it spins around. Oh, you have a H. Ooh. I have 2 options for this one, both of which I was actually hoping to read during summer, so I'm kind of happy that I have a chance to read them. The first one is Hits Different by Tasha Guri and Lizzie Huxley Jones, and the second one is Hate Mail by Donna Marchetti. Marchetti? There are 2 options. I think based on summer vibes, I'm probably going to put Hits Different on there. This has been on my monthly TBR before and I just hadn't got around to it yet. But this one is giving very much summer vibes, so I would ideally like to read it this month. So I think we're going to go for this one. And hopefully actually get to it this time. Let's spin again. This is for our 7th book on the pile. D. Ooh. For this one we have 2 options. We have Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. This one intimidates me big time. And then we have Do No Harm by Jack Jordan. So we have a fantasy and we have a thriller. I think I'm going to opt for the thriller just because we don't have any thriller on our TBR at the minute. And I do like to have at least one thriller as an option. That's our 7th option. We've got one more spin left. Let's hope it's a good one. We got Z. We're gonna spin again because, like I said, we don't have anything beginning with Z, but it wouldn't let me delete it annoyingly. We have A. Ooh. I feel like I have a few options for this. We have After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid. We have After the Fire by Charlotte Rickson, which is actually coming out in August. And I've been so excited for this because I read The One That Got Away, which is also by Charlotte Rickson. Absolutely loved it. So I've been really looking forward to this one. I think they're actually the only ones that we have. So I think I'm going to go for After the Fire by Charlotte Rickson, just because this is the one that I'm most excited about right now. I'm going to go with After the Fire. That's what my gut is telling me. Okay, that's our TBR for the month. I feel like this is such a random selection of books, but I'm here for it. Let's go through the ones that the letter generator chose for us. First up we have Please Stand By Emily Rennie. And then we have Someday I Used to Love by Eve Ainsworth. And then we have Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I'm nervous. Then The Love of My Afterlife by Kirsty Greenwood. I'm really looking forward to this one. I feel like the magical realism vibe is kind of giving Ashley Boston, so I'm here for that. Then we have Twisted Games, reluctantly. We have Twisted Games by Anna Huang. I'm going to stay open-minded. I'm going to give it a chance. Then we have Hits Different by Tasha Guri and Lizzie Huxley Jones, which I'm hoping will give me all the summer vibes. Then we have Do No Harm by Jack Jordan. I'm really happy to have at least one thriller on here. And then we have After the Fire by Charlotte Rickson, which again, I'm so excited for this one. And there we have it. There we have my August TBR. I'm kind of scared of this TBR. I don't know why. Like I said, I do really want to read Daydream when it comes out, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't come out until nearer the end of August, so maybe that will be in my September TBR instead. But that's my TBR for this month. I really hope you enjoyed the random letter generator picking my TBR. Let me know if you did, because I absolutely love filming these TBRs and I love using different ways to kind of choose my TBR, but I've really enjoyed doing something a bit different this month and I really hope that you've enjoyed watching. Please let me know if you did and I will hopefully see you in my next video.